Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, also referred to as SeaTac, has slowly become the center stage for another turf war between two major carriers. This time it's between longtime hometown airline Alaska Airlines and Atlanta-headquartered legacy carrier Delta Airlines, which has continued to expand its presence at the facility. Since designating Seattle as a major hub in 2014, Delta Airlines has more than doubled departures and cemented its international reach across Asia and Europe out of the facility. The airline has proceeded to add premium lounges and deepen its appeal with corporate travelers. Let's look at this Seattle showdown for today's video. Alaska Airlines hasn't stood back and given up market share to Delta easily. While it remains the market's incumbent, it has historically lacked long-haul capabilities. That was until it acquired Hawaiian Airlines. The stage is now set for a turf war of epic proportions in Seattle, one that'll give investors a good view into who could offer the most financial outperformance in years to come. Alaska Airlines is planning on launching non-stop services to European long-haul destinations from Seattle, primarily adding London Heathrow, Reykjavik, and Rome to its route map. On the other side of the fight, Delta is also looking to expand in long-haul sectors. Flights to Barcelona have been added to the airline's route map as well. While Delta is working to defend its market share, Alaska Airlines is undoubtedly pulling out all the stops. Alaska Airlines is SeaTac's hometown heavyweight by pretty much whatever category you choose to measure. It's also the airline that undoubtedly has the longest, most well-established relationship with the city and its principal customer base. Alaska Airlines offers more departures and has more loyalty program members than its competitors, but its historic weak point has been its lack of long-haul connectivity. The airline had initially joined the One World Alliance with the intention of resolving this challenge, as noted by the Wall Street Journal. However, it later came up with a bolder move that could prove more rewarding. In 2025, the airline group acquired Hawaiian Airlines and, of course, Hawaiian's fleet, which includes wide-bodies like the A330-200 and 787-9. This would see Hawaiian's fleet come under the control of its new owners. And so Alaska Airlines Group launched long-haul flights, with the first destinations being Tokyo Narita and Seoul Incheon. Services to a handful of the aforementioned European destinations are set to follow. The airline wanted to challenge premium heavyweight Delta by adding service to London, including lie-flat premium cabin tickets. The carrier also surprised many by adding non-stop services to Rome, which is a service mostly oriented at leisure travelers. Alaska's expansion plans call for a full 12 new international destinations to be added to the airline's network by 2030, and the airline is looking to dominate the market share from the airport in not just domestic but also international segments. The airline has also made the investments needed to support this kind of expansion. The airline will soon open a flagship lounge in Seattle, and a true premium economy cabin will be added to retrofitted Boeing 787s. Starlink Wi-Fi and lie-flat business class seats should give corporate travelers everything they need. On the Delta side, the SkyTeam member made Seattle-Tacoma International a major hub for its operations starting in 2014, and the airport was designed to anchor the carrier's trans-Pacific expansion strategy. It was also meant to be an asset that broadened the capabilities of the airline's domestic revenue pool. The airline has since doubled down on departures from SeaTac, establishing premium long-haul links to major cities in East Asia and Europe, while also investing heavily in its presence at the airport. All signals pointed to Delta's desire to turn Seattle into a major long-haul hub for its global operations. The airline is not playing games when it comes to maintaining its status as a premium leader in the Seattle market. The carrier opened not one but two new lounges, including the Delta One Lounge for international business class customers. The airline is also investing in fleet-wide Wi-Fi, attempting to cater to high-demand premium travelers who put a price on high-altitude connectivity. Delta's route network from Seattle-Tacoma highlights a relatively unique value proposition. The airline is looking to become a true full-service network player, using other hubs and the remainder of its network and alliance to offer breadth even when Alaska Airlines is the larger player in the local market. With SkyTeam partners Korean Air and China Airlines also serving Seattle, Delta clearly has some trans-Pacific support in this competition. In a rapid response to Alaska's network expansion efforts, Delta elected to add services to Barcelona. This showcased the airline's willingness to fight for market share in international leisure-oriented markets on top of just domestic services. The airline's leadership team has continued to project confidence, demonstrating the carrier's intention to grow in this unique market. The airline believes that its alliance, schedule depth, and front cabin experience will allow it to maintain and grow its position at Seattle-Tacoma International. There is a relatively unique type of competition occurring at this airport. While Alaska owns verticals like frequency and maintains affinity over the local market, its lack of long-haul breadth has led Delta Airlines to develop a structural edge in global markets. Alaska is now looking to attack this edge with wide-body flights, but it has a long way to go. Using data from the Bureau of Transportation Statistics, Alaska Airlines sees a 49.08% market share at Seattle-Tacoma, while it's just 19.82% for Delta. Seattle-based travelers will likely want to have just one loyalty membership and do all their traveling with just one airline or airline alliance. And so the next stage in this competitive war will be for us to see if Alaska can scale its long-haul capabilities without ultimately diluting its margins. Delta, on the other hand, must keep SEA relevant amid broader initiatives to diversify its West Coast footprint. Both are moves that look to capture tech sector contracts and improve yields in the front cabin. Reliability remains a deciding factor for these carriers. Alaska's acquisition of Hawaiian Airlines has put it in the position to enter the wide-body market. The incorporation of this new carrier into the group can help Alaska build itself into a global gateway operator and unlock corporate contracts that'll make its co-branded credit card and loyalty program offerings far more compelling. The benefits that this program could unlock for Alaska are huge. The highest margins anywhere in the skies are generated in long-haul premium cabins. Every new lie-flat business class seat and long-haul connection gives Alaska more opportunities to expand its premium revenue share and grow its operating margins. The airline does have some significant execution risks. It is adding premium lounges, upgrading cabins, and installing Starlink Wi-Fi on its long-haul models. This requires significant upfront investments, ones which could be difficult to justify if the airline cannot sustain load factors and yields. Competitive pressures have forced Delta Airlines to keep leaning into its network outside of Seattle, focusing on destination breadth and premium product deployment. The airline's ability to quickly respond to Alaska's moves in the long-haul market demonstrates that Delta is playing for keeps in Seattle. What do you think of this head-to-head battle for Seattle? Let us know by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles and a podcast every week. Visit simpleflying.com.